I've been pretty scared to make this video. I mean, in the past few days alone, I've been finding myself putting this off subconsciously because it would take me to actually confront the things that I don't want to think about and actually make a change in my life. And that's a lot harder than I would think. I just want to go over a couple of things to all of you watching and to anyone that cares. But before I do that, I just want to outright say to anyone that is watching right now, concerned about Alex Rising, I just want to say that Alex Rising is coming out, so you don't need to worry about that. But this is about everything else. First off, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that showed support on my last video on this channel. It means a lot that people found it entertaining, that it looked like it reached a lot of people's hearts, and I do really appreciate that. But for those sticking around for the actual news that I want to talk about that I'm taking pretty seriously, I want to get started. But first off, let's lighten the mood a little bit, and I just want to say that I got a brand new PC. With that, I was able to start working on some 4K Minecraft stuff, which I thought was really cool, and on screen is a cool cinematic I got from underwater with a Patrick's resource pack on and a shader, and it was insane. I can't believe that my computer could run that higher than like 30 frames a second. But now that we've lightened the tone a little bit, let's get on with it. Let me just rip the band-aid off because this is something that like cripples me and I just need to get it over with. So not only have I been afraid of making this video, I've been afraid of talking about this out loud and saying it further than just within my own head or to the close people around me. Speaking of the video that I recently put out, a lot of you guys actually noticed that I swapped the smile on my skin that I had always had since 2015 to no smile. And I actually want to talk about that because I think that there's a massive irony in the smile on my Minecraft character to the real life crippling fears that I have that I think hold me back as a person. Before I did YouTube, I was in high school and I didn't really have any aspirations in life, and I didn't have very much self-confidence at all, really. I had a couple of friends, but I felt pretty alone in my life. And while I did have loving family around me, I felt alone in my head. And I also I didn't feel like I had any comfort in expressing who I am to the world in fear of the strong rejection that might come from it. Now, as a YouTuber now, there's an added irony to that because I feel like being a YouTuber is all about self-confidence and really expressing yourself and entertaining. But with that can also come this veil of a character you create. And that brings me back to the smile on my Minecraft character. And I see it reflect who I am. Back when I first made the character, I wanted to act like I was confident. I wanted to act like I had it all figured out. You know, I was starting to grow as a YouTuber and see these subscribers come in and find this job that I had no backup plan for. I just became a YouTuber. I didn't apply to any colleges. I didn't apply to any jobs or really get a job until I became a YouTuber. And, you know, that was a saving grace in my eyes because I had nothing else to lean on. And looking back on it, I have no idea where I would be or who I would be if I didn't become a YouTuber. I couldn't imagine it. The thought of it makes me sad and worried for my past self, even though that's long over, because I could see it becoming a dark path. And so becoming a YouTuber gave me this confidence boost that I felt like I had started finding something that I was good at, something that I believed in, something that I knew I could do. And I wanted to project that. So when I decided to make my skin, my Minecraft skin, I put a smile on it because I wanted to make people smile and I wanted to be entertaining and be happy all the time and you know, give this energy that people would be able to remember so that they would keep watching and all that. But the reality of it is no one's always happy. I think that's kind of common sense. It's not that I hate that my skin had a smile, but it reminds me that I'm hiding my true self behind this character I built. This video is not about my Minecraft character. It's just to lean into the major thing that I wanted to say. And I'm just so tired of having to hide who I am. And who is the true me, I want to slowly show as I'm more comfortable doing it. Starting with this video. All this time being a YouTuber, I felt like I had to craft this character, FavreMySabre, because it was all I had. I had nothing, or in my eyes, no one I could trust to lean on, even though I may have. I didn't have the confidence I think I projected. And over the years, I found myself slowly regressing. You know, I stopped posting on social media and stuff, and it's not that that's a big deal, but the reason I stopped is because my confidence is waning. You know, I started realizing I can't keep the act up anymore. The reason I was able to put up that act for so long was because it made me feel good. But once I realized that that act isn't who I truly am, and pretending to be that person isn't going to progress who I actually want to be, became tiring. I mentioned this in my video, I'm Back 8 months later, and I mentioned that before I started the Tewbre channel with my super good friend Ryan, I was pretty trapped and I couldn't really see a way out. But in all actuality, now that I have this channel that I run with my best friend, and I don't have to do this whole facade, I just can't do it anymore. And so I won't. Bless Ryan, otherwise known as Tootie's Heart, because he supports me 100%. And I care so much about what he thinks that I asked him, I was like, hey man, I want to stop caring so much about everything. And by that, I mean what people think of me or what I'm gonna say, because am I gonna spoil this image that people have built up of me? And Ryan doesn't hesitate, and he tells me, dude, finally. He's been waiting for me to do it. And all of the people I have in my life have always been fine with me just being myself, and the only person holding me back has always been me. I think about other people in this world, and they've had no one to back them up, and yet they always power through and they believe in themselves, and yet I've had everyone believe in me, and I don't believe in me. And actually, just today, right before I decided to start this video, finally, because I've been putting it off, I was actually watching this interview of MatPat, the game theorist guy. Anthony Padilla was interviewing him, and there was one like 5-second snippet that hit me so hard. And I'm just going to play that for you guys real quick.
You know, because for a long time, I had this thing where I had to have a persona up, and I felt like I had to have something else projected out into the universe.
Like with every conversation you had?
Yeah, with every conversation. Just because I didn't feel like people would accept me for me.
That hit home so hard. It's become so tiring to have to just put a face on. And it's different from putting a face on and being family friendly. I think it's fine to be family friendly, and I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, on the Tewbre channel and probably on this channel, I'll still probably be mostly family friendly. But past that, I've just been so scared to be myself. And it's hard to give examples about this because it's things that I'm still too scared to share. And they're not even that big of a deal, to be honest. I feel like I'm making it a big deal by how I'm saying it. Because in my head for years, I've made so many small, random, pointless things such a big deal to me. And they're so tiring, and it's such a waste of my freaking life. Another honorable mention, the director of Alex Rising, Phoenix, doing such an amazing job on this series. By the way, she told me in a call, out of nowhere, I think she could just tell that this is something that weighs on me, and she said, oh, man, I wrote it down. Hang on, I gotta look it up, dude. I gotta look it up because I wrote it down as she told me so that I wouldn't forget it. All right, here's the quote. If you love the character, you'll probably love the creator. You just don't know it yet. This was in reference to the audience. He was basically saying that if people have found joy through Sabre, then maybe they'll love the real me even more, and none of us even know it yet because I'm too scared to show it. And that hit. I'm not gonna lie. Out of nowhere, that being dropped on me hit pretty hard. So what do I intend on doing now? Well, I've set one goal in my life, and it's to just be me. Every action I do starting now, I just want to be me. And so my future plans are gonna try and match that. I'm not gonna say just right off the bat, I'm just a whole different person. I mean, FavreMySabre as the person I've created is just a lighter version of who I am. And if you guys have watched the Elan In Space channel, that's even more of who I am. And that just brings me to what I plan on doing starting now. I just want to ask you guys something for me. If you've been a longtime viewer, a new viewer, maybe you've grown up alongside me. A while ago, I basically abandoned my Instagram page at FavreMySabre, and I want to bring that back. So I've already posted on there once, and it would mean the world to me if you guys went back there and refollowed my Insta. I understandably lost a lot of followers because I didn't post for years. It would mean the world to me if you guys did go there and follow that, as well as followed my Twitter, where I'll be more open. I've already been posting there more, kind of already doing what I've already been saying, just preemptively, and I'm going to keep doing it and keep working on being myself through that. Another thing is I'm going to stop trying to keep myself so divided. Up until now, I've kept FavreMySabre and Sabre on Tewbre kind of as a separate person altogether from this other persona I've been starting to do, Elan In Space, and that's more of kind of what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not just going to do what I've been doing on Elan In Space, but I want to start live streaming, and I want to start live streaming with Facecam, and I want to start doing a bunch of things on streams. And that actually brings me to some more things that I want to do. I've gotten an email or two actually at this point since I put out that video talking about the death of Minecraft roleplays, and it was people asking me, well, you know, you said it's time for the next generation to make stories, but I have no idea how to start. Like, I literally don't know how to start from the beginning. And I realized, well, I think it'd be cool if while Alex Rising is in production, I could live stream me working on some smaller cinematic stories, and I could show you the whole process from the beginning of the animations all the way to the final product. If you guys want to see that, I'm going to link down below everywhere I intend to stream, and I'm going to be streaming on multiple platforms, so you can just pick whichever platform you'd rather watch me on. If you want to watch me on YouTube, you can watch me on YouTube, or you can go off-site and go to other platforms if you want to go, if you already watch live streamers there or something. And it would mean the world to me if you guys went there. I will say though that my live streams are going to be me practicing not caring as much. As I try and move on and feel more free, I will say, you know, just be warned of that. I don't know truly what that means yet, so I'm just going to warn you now, but it's going to be on the Elan In Space platforms. But here's the thing. Elan In Space and FavreMySabre are me. I'm not going to pretend they don't exist alongside each other anymore. On Elan In Space, I'll talk about FavreMySabre, and on FavreMySabre, I'll talk about Elan In Space, because at the end of the day, it's me. Alongside me doing some streams, showing the animation process, and making some cinematic stuff, I also want to play some games and do just chatting, or, you know, just figure out what it is that makes me happy, and learn new things, try new things, give things a shot. If you guys are willing to join me alongside that and support me and believe in me, I would appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you in advance to anyone that will go over to those platforms and do that. Going to my Instagram, going to my Twitter, and giving this new revamped version of myself a shot. I'm going to try and come out of my shell, and I'm going to... Now that I've already said all the things I've already said, everything feels so much easier already. And I've just been holding on to these things, and they're just like weighing me down, but it feels already like such a deep breath that it like low-key interrupted my thought process there. It was that easy. I haven't even put the video out yet, and just saying it on the camera knowing it's going to go out is just already so much easier on my mind. To reiterate, I want to tell you guys exactly where I'm going to be active and what I'm going to be doing on what. On FavreMySabre, Alex Rising is still coming out, but I'm going to still be trying new things. Like I mentioned in my recent video, the 8 months later, that I want to practice, I want to try some new things, but I'm going to be working on some cinematics live on streams alongside some other stuff. And I just want to do a little caveat that in the streams, I also ask if you guys could be patient with me because my internet is doggy doo-doo, but I don't care. And I just want to try streaming anyways. And as I do more streams, I'm gonna see if I can fix that, and I don't know, I might go somewhere else and stream or something. You know, I really want to give it a shot. So we'll find out how it is. I think I might be able to get the quality good enough that I don't think it might matter, but if it does, if you guys notice it, please be patient with me, and I'm really gonna try, and I'm gonna keep working on it, and I'm gonna keep working on myself. FavreMySabre still got the general stuff is still coming out nonetheless, and I'll be experimenting with a couple of things. Elan In Space, I do already upload videos on that channel, very rarely though, and I'm gonna be really experimenting way more on that channel, a lot more, maybe with a docu-series or with just a not so edited video. Maybe it's a Minecraft thing. You know, I'm just gonna be trying a lot more, but that's gonna be a lot more real, raw, and unfiltered. It's still gonna be edited, but unfiltered. In terms of live streams, I'm not sure exactly which platforms I'll be doing until I probably put this video out, so just in the description, live streams. But Elan In Space on screen, boom, there we go. Then Twitters and Insta, they're both Elan In Space and FavreMySabre related. It's all me, so it doesn't even matter anymore, but my Insta and Twitter are just at FavreMySabre. You guys want to follow me there and join me on this journey. I've said enough. I set up a new stream background too. I didn't even acknowledge this until just now, actually. I kind of forgot to mention that, but I spent a little bit of time setting up a new background. This alien behind me, his name is Mark. Everybody say hi, Mark. He's always chilling. And he's just an amazing roommate. Yo, what's up, Mark? Yeah, he's chilling. So I'm really excited to use this background and just keep going. Another problem I have is overthinking. So I'm gonna stop here, not go in circles, and end the video. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody that has grown up alongside me and is choosing to continue to do so. And if you're newer to the channel, I hope you decide to stay, and thank you for believing in me. As always, I'm Sabre, I'm Elan, and I'll see you next time.